Hey, what's going on, Appliance Boot Camp? Mike Sneed coming to you. Want to thank everybody for watching us tonight. We'll give YouTube a few minutes. I'm running a little bit behind for actually setting up the show. Like I say, this weekend we had a hands-on live event. I've been trying to get things moving, finally starting to get some traction over at the new ice cream parlor. So I was talking to my friend who's actually gonna be doing the plumbing, digging my plumbing and stuff. We're gonna be set to try to get that thing taken care of this week coming up. Not this week, but next week. Because this week I got a pretty crazy week. I have to actually tomorrow morning. I know I say it every week. I say it, but this time I actually it's going to be quick because I just had the actual hands-on live event this past weekend. Great event. Again, we had some young men here head to head together. Very, very impressed. One of them came from California, from the Bay Area. He came out here. He was 21. Another young man actually working in maintenance. He's actually working in maintenance at an actual facility. And he's actually going, he was in school he's taking schools too to become an engineer. He came and like I said, a great weekend. Both of them hit their head together. They knew what they wanted to do. They wanted to start their own business. They wanted to start purchasing them some real estate. It was impressive to talk to them. They had knowledge far further than I had when I was 21. For them to sit here with us was good. I had two couples that came. One couple, shout out to Z Man, him and his fiance, they came to actually sit in on the business portion on Sunday, and 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 Mr. Reggie and let me hold on. I messed it. I'm terrible with names. Let me get the names again. Uh, uh, Reggie and Danielle. Reggie and Danielle from out of South Carolina. They actually came, and they're actually his goal is to retire his wife, and so it was good. It was good, and shout out to alumni. Juan came, James came, and they really helped them out. We even had a guy who had a degree in engineering, also had a MBA. He actually works in technology. So he finally explained to me what technology is. He was here. Great thing because with him, like I told him, I'm still surprised that he was coming, that he came because I felt like he's done the same thing we have done just on the other side. Because he has rental property and all that, but he wants to start his own business and have that freedom that we have and experience here, being our own boss. He wants that. Also had another guy that was actually from Wake Forest that was pretty cool. He was nearby, and actually he was LP cousin. So that's always great when somebody from the alumni, their family members and friends see them and say, "Man, he's doing good. I want to get in and do it too." He's actually LP cousin. If you hadn't seen LP, go watch him on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel where he actually uh, documents his journey in appliance repair. But his cousin came, so I was happy about that. And then today I got a surprise. Mr. Simpson and his son surprised me when I came up this morning. They came in and they wanted to look at the commercial appliances, so they spent a couple of hours with me first morning. He has a nice truck. I'm gonna be posting. I took some pictures of it. He has his wife told him he had to go get him a new service van, and then he had a nice little service van. It looked very good. And he's up in the Northern Virginia, D.C. area, and I'm very proud. He was very happy. We had a great conversation, and that kind of gets me to where we're at today with the conversation. What game plan are you following? Right now, I'm 50 years old, and a lot of people a lot of men and young ladies who take this appliance boot camp, they 35 to 55 that actually are taking this course and going out implementing the stuff that we teach in the appliance boot camp. If you're not, I ain't saying you got to take appliance boot camp, and I'm not saying that you have to take my course or anybody else's course. But if you're not on a plan and got some type of game plan of how things going to end up with you, uh, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think you're just going to luckily end up at retirement without having a plan? Do you think you're just going to luckily just wake up one day and you're going to be able to afford a house, or you just going to wait till your kids get ready to go to college and be able to afford to get them pay their way through college? Just want to know what's your game plan. What you looking at to make this thing happen? Because with me, all that stuff had to be planned out. I had to plan out how I was going to be able to pay for my kids to go to college. All that was planned. I had to have the money, and I had to have a game plan how I was going to do it. I just couldn't wait and say when they get there, I'll figure it out. The plan that I put together, it works. The same plan that I'm showing you all, if you follow it, it will work for you too. Same thing. I just wasn't able to say, okay, I'm just going to retire one day, don't know when. Uh, I actually had put this in place a long time ago, and I said forever. When I turned 50, that was it. And I told you all that when I turned 50, I'm going into the retirement stage, and that was actually planned. And I had watched other people do it, and I saw that what they done in order to do it, and I said I was going to do the same, and I did, and it worked. So if you're following the appliance boot camp, the blueprint, you can do the same thing. And like I say, be honest. I was talking to some of the alumni, and they pretty much said the same thing that I said before. I was semi-retired at about 30. All of them say the same thing. We pretty much retired, believe it or not. Everybody's saying the same thing. They'd go out and they'd run all these calls at the very beginning, chasing the money, and then they realize the money ain't going to make them happy. They'll find out what it is that truly makes them happy, and that's what they'll go do. And a lot of times it's not the money. A lot of times they satisfied doing three or four calls and doing two and three calls. I talked to Mr. Simpson. And he said he liked two or three calls and be back home with his wife and kids. Especially after driving trucks, he drove trucks for so long that he likes he likes not being able to not having to drive trucks, to have that freedom to be at home and be with his kids and his wife. So he put more emphasis on that versus going out here making all these service calls. The same thing. I talked to Mr. James. He does about two or three service calls, and then he has also a dumpster rental business where he rents out his dumpsters. And he said that that's his thing. He drives and drops off his dumpsters and go dump them, and then he do a couple of service calls, and that's what he loves. Me, that this is what I love. I love spending time with you all, talking about entrepreneurship, and I love now spending time with my son and all them with the ice cream parlor and showing them about entrepreneurship. So you'll find out what you love, and that's what we were telling the young men. Um, you'll find out pretty soon that money is not going to be the thing that's going to make you happy. You'll find out what it is to make you happy, and that's what you're going to go after. And that's one of the things I love about appliance repair. Appliance repair will give you that opportunity to have that time where you can spend with your family, have time to think. I used to say that all the time. When I first became an entrepreneur, I said the great thing about entrepreneurship, it gives me time to actually be able to think and to be able to go out and see stuff. So much stuff happens. So much stuff happened between 8 and 4 o'clock that if you're at work, you working on somebody's job, you never get to see. And now, because of entrepreneurship, I get to see all those things, and I get to sit down and think. A lot of times people don't have time to think because they're working, 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 and then when they get off work, they're trying to do their stuff that they need to keep their household and stuff going. And with entrepreneurship, especially with appliance repair, it allows you to have time where you can actually work, provide for your family, and come back and think. And another thing too, kind of going off a little bit. I was telling somebody earlier today. Mondays always be the crazy days for me, as far as I get the crazy phone calls and this and that. And I think a lot of that has to deal with the fact, and this is not from you all. Well, some of it's you all, but most of it is from people, not alumni who's out here working, but mainly people who work in, I say W-2 jobs. Because I think what happened, the weekend is over, and then after the weekend, they gotta go to work, and they hate it, and so that's when I get all the I call the crazy talks from family and friends, about uh, what was the thing today. Today I was a little late not here. I saw Mr. Simpson, and I was getting here about 8:30 now, about 8:30, 8 9 o'clock. I slept in because I was tired. But I was talking to a family friend, and they were like, "Man, you lazy." I was like, "I ain't lazy. I'm just tired. I don't feel like getting up. I'm going to work, but I just don't feel like getting up right now because I worked all weekend, and I was tired. But I had to, and with them, they had to get up, and regardless if they're tired or not, they had to get up and head in. Also, this is another thing that I think is crazy. I'm not making the money I used to make back in the days when I had uh, 3 or 4 subs running for me all the time. The money I make now doesn't compare to what I made back then. I made a lot of money back then, but that was one of the things. One of my family friends told me, don't let the money go to your head. I was like, I'm not making any money now. Now I'm on the downturn. I'm just relaxing and just trying to exercise the little money that I do have. But I'm not making the money I used to make, like I used to make back in the day. But all the stuff that they told me early, 15, 20 years ago, everything everybody was telling me, you ain't gonna make no money doing appliance repair. You need to go back and get your job in corporate America. What you gonna do about retirement? What you gonna do about your health benefits? All of that stuff, I was able to answer all of that stuff, and then now I'm on the other side of it, where I see shout out, like I said, shout out to Tyrone Bobbitt, and I saw Michelle Allgood, another one of my classmates. She just retired, and she's 50. Tyrone's 50. They work for the government, and they got their 20 and 30 years in, and they're able to get out, and I'm very proud for them, very happy. But I'm able to retire too. I retired too, and I love the fact that we was able to do that. And so I don't see why they still get mad at me because because it worked. I was telling the gentleman who was here who's like I said, who has the engineering degree and has the MBA. I think what he does look a lot more polished than what we done. Far as he was saying what JT, he liked the way JT and I kind of done our thing, but I also I like the way his thing looked polished. Mine's kind of rugged and off the edges a little bit, but we both got to the same destination, and I know what I'm showing you all work. If you work for call, if you're looking, if you're on the fence about actually buying the appliance boot camp and buying the course, um, just look at what I put out in front of you. Not what I said. Not what I said. And like I said, you can wait for call. You can actually come out here. You can see me. You know you know where my business at. You watched it on the internet. Not me talk about it, but you actually watch me go out and you see me put things together, and you seen all the stuff come together. And just look and see if that's something that you would like. If you're saying, okay, I want to be able to pay cash for a house, you've seen me do that. Pay cash for it. If you say I would like to be able to hire my relatives and my kids and stuff, y'all see me do that. Matter of fact, with you all was the people who came to the course on Friday. We had what we call our wine vault, and you saw my wife and my daughters and them in there working. On Sunday, you saw my Saturday and Sunday, you saw my son in there working. You saw my nephew, the ones that was here. You saw Sunday, my nephew came here and you saw me actually him and I, like I say, we transitioning where he's taking over the business. You saw he's here going over with the actual business part. He came in for that too, and you saw they got to talk to him. You see all of that, and you know it's real. It's not me just saying that. And so if you want to, if that stuff you want to do, if you want to be able to pay cash for your kids to go to college, you want to be able to pay cash for your kids to go to private school. You want to be able to have your wife not work and stuff. Uh, the person that you go buy your course from, see if that person has done that and demonstrated that in their lives. If they check those boxes off, and if if you want to be married and stuff, I've been married now 22 years, going on 23 years. I ain't saying I'm the best husband in the world. I ain't saying we haven't had issues. We have had issues, and I'm still a work in progress. That's just me. I'm always gonna probably be a work in progress, but I've done it for 20 some years. If you looking to have something like that, that's the person you want to make sure the person you're gonna get that course from, or the person game plan you're gonna buy actually checks those boxes and is taking you down that road. We're gonna read some of the stuff we got in the chat. So, like I say, I gotta get out early in the morning. 'Cause I gotta do a continuing ed, and I'm gonna have to drive a couple of hours to go to the actual course that I need to take. So I'm gonna get out here a little early. I'm gonna read what we got going on in the chat, and then I'm getting out of here. 89 Dr. Funk said, "What's up, family? Hey, how you doing?" DCNF Appliance, what's going on, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Appliance Professionals, hello, ABC fam. Hey, how you doing? DCNF, how did the class go? Oh man, it was great, man. It was great. The classes are getting a lot better. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm actually getting in my groove, or the fact that when the alumni, we always have the alumni come back, and y'all alumni come. I tell you all the time. They saw it this weekend. I tell them all the time. The alumni has pretty much surpassed me in the applied repair field, because they're out there doing it every day and they see everything every day. So what happened? The alumni, a lot of times when we get ready to do the hands on, we always have one or two alumni. I can actually sit back a little bit and let the alumni teach it to them, and the alumni is teaching them from the standpoint, because they were just there a year or so, and they can answer all those questions. Because what happened, I automatically assume everybody already knows how to put a. No, I didn't. I always thought everybody knew how to put a wire nut on, but unfortunately, some people don't know how to put on a wire nut. Not just so those little things like that, where the alumni jump in and say, "Hey, I didn't know how to put no wire nut on. Let me show you." And then I saw two or three people raise their hand. Yeah, I don't know what a wire nut is. So, but that's just stuff that I love for the alumni to be there, because they'll slow it down and make sure that they understand it. Because a lot of times, with me, like I say, I automatically assume people have know some of this stuff. The alumni, they was in those people's shoes not that long ago, and they know that some people might be a little hesitant to speak up and say they don't know this and that. And so what they do, they always slow me down and get clarification before we move on. And I always appreciate them for that. And that allowed me a lot of times to sit back and actually look and gauge. And they saw, some of we had a brand new GE washer that the guys from Carolina Flooring. Thank you all for doing that. They sent us some washers to actually to look at some new ones that they brought in from their scratch and dent place. And so we brought them in, and one and and James had to show me how to get the lid striker and all that stuff off. I don't know. I told him I don't what's it called. I don't go in the field that much now, so I would eventually figure out. But I step back and let them show them everything. You know, program how they program them and all that stuff, and they love it. They can see, man, this guy just been doing it 2 years, and he knows all of this, and he's done that, and all he done was took the online course, and he's here now, and so now that gives them inspiration. I can do this too, and they tell them, hey, I'll just like you all, just follow the blueprint, you'll be okay. So that's good stuff. Greg B, what's happening, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Erwin, what's up, man? What's up, Mike and ABC fam? SQ Services LLC, what's happening, family? Wow, Will, what's going on, man? Say, yo, Uncle Mike. Quentin Hodge, hey, Mike and ABC fam. All right. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Simpson? Yeah, Mr. Simpson and his son stopped in. I hope his son got back. His son wanted to get back and see Monday Night Raw. He wanted to get back to Maryland, D.C. area. So I hope he got him back in time to catch the Monday Night Raw. But thank you all for coming down, man. I really enjoyed talking to you. I keep telling him, I saw his service van and talking to him and talking to James and Juan. They make you, it's so inspiring to talk to these guys. It makes you want to get back in the service van. I told them, man, y'all make me want to get back in the service van. Wild Williams said, give me 7 service calls per day. He'll be happy. Okay. 6 days a week. All right. There you go. What's going on, Patrick Young? So what's good, Mike? What's good, ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? 89 Dr. Funk. Okay. Said I was excited to see the money when I started, but it doesn't phase me. It doesn't phase me anymore. I will come across warranty checks. I have. Let me tell you. I got this March 28th. Good Lord, I got to deposit that. March 28th. This is the 11th. I got to do that one. Crap. Yeah, I got these two. Oh, man, I got these two. I have in cash. I've been all I got to do is take a picture of them. So this one is 950. I have in cash. 753. I have in cash. 173 and 100. So, matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do as soon as I get off. I'm gonna take my cell phone and cash it and deposit. Patrick Young, Mike, I met a guy on my new truck driving job who was a diesel mechanic and a certified welder. Okay, he got tired of welding because of what it was doing to his eyes. So his passion is diesel engine. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Paul Brown, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Patrick Young, Mike, the diesel mechanic, was telling me that he does diesel engine repair during the day, and he and his best friend have a business. So when I asked him what business, he said, there you go. He said, what business? He said, appliance repair. Good stuff. Good stuff. SQ Service LLC. That's funny. I was just thinking about that before the live. The money is great, but I've done got used to leaving the house. I done got used to leaving the house with no money, come home with hundreds of my. Yep. Yep. As a matter of fact, it's funny. I was what's it called today. You know, like I say, I'm getting into this thing with this retirement thing, and I'm wondering, is it going to be okay? Is it going to work? And every time I go to the mailbox or something, I see a check coming. The ice cream parlor, like right now, we had this past week was great. We had a great week this past week. I have other stuff coming in, getting money. So yeah, it's good. It's good. So retirement right now is looking okay. Decent enough. That's what's up. Yep. Patrick Young, Mike. I swear I never said anything to him. We struck up a conversation while he was servicing my truck, and he said I should think about it. He said he grossed 498,000 last year. Mike, I believe it. I believe it. Like I say, a lot of times I can't. If I told you all what you really could do in a appliance repair, people would swear up and down. As young folks, we were capping, and they wouldn't believe it. So we just have to say 100,000. So 100,000 is the catchword that everybody wants to know. But we were talking about that earlier today, earlier this weekend, during the actual course, doing the hands-on live. 100,000 ain't really that much money, to be honest with you. When you, especially when you start looking at it, 100,000 is not like $2,000 per week. That's 100,000, and they saw I was showing them how you actually line item to do those seal systems to get it up to 850. And I was like, well, I don't want to do it for 850 because I'm not doing seal systems and stuff anymore. So I'm just gonna make the price. I double the price. I said I'm gonna make it 16, like 60. It's 1360. I said I'm gonna make it so they'll deny the claim. But I was showing them how to do it. I hit that send button and it came back immediately accepted. I was like approved. They was like they approved. I said, God knows they approved it. My nephew got mad because he doesn't want to do it. He was like, man, don't do that. I don't want to do those compressors. So I got to do one more compressor because I was here showing them and showing them that you how to actually get it where you can get that and get them to supply the actual parts. And they saw it got approved. And I do have one more compressor I have to do because of the class. And that would probably be my last one. But you could actually that's what I said. You could do two of those a day. I could do one in the morning for 2 hours, one in the afternoon for 2 hours. And you making you can make it right at $4,000, 3,000, right at $4,000 you can make in one day. And if you want to do compressors, you can 7 days a week doing that if you wanted to. I don't want to do it, but you can do it. Daily revenue. Hey, Mike and ABC. I want to bring on a couple of techs, but I don't know how to get them trained. You can train them if you know how to do appliance repair. You can train them. It's not hard. Teach them the same way you learn. You know, get them get them to what you call it. Well, a lot of times with the techs, they're not going to do no pre gaming that they ain't getting paid. So what I normally do, what I used to do, let them ride with me for about 2 or 3 weeks. We'll go diagnose and put on some parts, diagnose, put on parts. After about the third or fourth week, I'll let them go and start putting on parts. I diagnose, they'll put on parts. And then I throw a diagnose in every now and then. Start them off like on ranges and dryers, then work their way on up. And then from there, you be good. With me, it will take me about to the training tech. Yep, Red Patrick. Patrick, you know what I'm saying? He's taking it as a sign. Everything I told you, Pat, what to do. Hey, now, Dr. Funk. I spoke with a Mediterranean restaurant owner last week that I go to often. I told him I do appliance repair. He took my number ASAP. He said he can't find anyone to do repairs. That's the truth. Crypto minded. Is that breakdown of the itemized invoice in the course? It'll be in the seal system course. It'll be in the seal system course. There you go. Greg B said he'll do it. Greg B said he'll train them, send them to me. There you go. Greg B train. You train your your techs and subs. Mr. Mechanical, Mike, what's up, champ? All right. Yeah, you can do that if you want to tech. Maybe somebody like Greg say he's willing. He'll charge you a fee. I'm pretty sure. I know ain't nobody gonna do it for free, but if somebody's willing to do a service, that's no that's a nice little business somebody can do. Where if you want to be like a trainer, you oh Greg said he can't. Jesus Christ. I thought he would do it. But seriously, if that was something somebody wanted to do, I personally don't. I personally, I personally don't want to do it myself. But if somebody wanted to do that, you can actually make a lot of money doing that. Where you can actually go out and actually say, "Hey, I'm gonna come out to your spot for 2 or 3 weeks, and I train. I ride with your tech and train them, and you can make money doing that." I personally don't like to do it, but somebody else. So they say don't have the space. Okay, they not. Yeah, I thought Greg was serious too. Hey, what's going on, my app? What's up, ABC fam? All right, that's Greg Kaplan. Yeah, he's playing too much. Yeah, but see that shows demand. If somebody's willing to train, you see, see you can do it. You see you can do it. but it's 8:31. Like I say, I gotta get up early. I gotta go out and to do a continuing education course. Well, the course is actually on Wednesday, but I gotta go out to the mountains to take it. So I'm gonna be leaving out early to get to the mountains, so I can get there in time to actually take the course and whatnot. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll be back. I'll be back on Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday. If you hadn't already, get your tickets to the Appliance Bootcamp National Convention. I'll be down in Atlanta too this weekend. I'll be down there Saturday. I'll be popping in Saturday, and I might have to pop right back out because uh, we have uh, we have quite a bit going on here. This right now is actually our busy season with the ice cream parlor. We have quite a few events that we're doing. We have to do a beach festival. We have to do we got our butter pecan showdown next week. We have we got a bunch of stuff going on. So with that, I have to get back, and plus, I have a new actual food trailer that we're trying something new where we're actually people who actually buy that ice cream that we wholesale our ice cream to. We're allowing them if they want to go do festivals, they can actually rent our actual trailer and go out and do festivals. As long as they buy the ice cream for us, we, you know, and the rent is very small. Mainly, it covers just the cleanup and also like the one festival, the young lady they're going to be using next week. We have to actually pay. They have to actually have the bit they're going to on as additional insured and all that. So just the back end work and stuff like that, giving them the paperwork and stuff. So we charge them some minimum like $40 just to do all of that. And then they have to buy the ice cream for us, and they come pick up the trailer, go do their event, and they bring it back. So that allow us to actually still be able to sell our ice cream to them and allow us to get more footprint where people actually see our brand and see that we out there. So I think it's gonna be good. So I gotta get back and get that ready because they gotta pick that up next week too. So I got a busy week and I gotta also get back. So I gotta get the equipment out, the backhoe and all that stuff out there so they can start digging the trenches and all that stuff next week. So I got a lot going on. So these next 2 weeks gonna be really busy and crazy. And then we're gonna be heading out to Aruba real soon too. And we got concert this week. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll see you all on Thursday. Talk to you later.